We're in.
Side.
Shout out all the listeners. We're doing all right on Spotify, you know, Dan.
Come on.
We're doing Spotify. We're doing Amazon
Music.
Amazon Music. We're doing
Man ain't got that one though.
huh?
Then
Man ain't
Deezer.
got that.
No, we ain't on the Deezer still.
Okay.
We're on the Amazon Prime. Not Amazon Prime, Amazon Music. We're on the Apple Podcasts. We're on the Spotify. I feel like people don't really like more time. Everyone I know is just on Spotify.
Oh, that was Spotify.
I know a couple man
Apple
that's
Music.
on Apple,
Same.
but everyone I know is on Spotify. But there's bare streaming services, you know.
Mm.
There's enough. You got the Deezer. I seen some next mad ones, not just for podcasts, just like streaming.
You got the stem player.
Yeah,
I
that,
think Google, YouTube's got one now.
Google.
Like your YouTube Music and that shit.
I think so. YouTube, well, they got like a premium service, innit?
No adverts in that.
Yeah,
I need to get that
yeah.
still. That pisses me off.
And then you got Tidal. No one's still using Tidal.
Nah, but Tidal, like the percentages that it gives artists is pretty sick.
It's nuts.
Like, I don't know the correct figures off the top of my head, but as an artist, they pay more than Spotify, Apple Music back to the artist.
I was thinking, how can they afford to do that? Like the percentages them lot are giving, yeah. I'm like, are you not making dough?
It's like point one
They don't
over
care.
streamers. Like, I don't,
Yeah, bro. Their percentages are good for the artist still, but no one's really. I don't know anyone on Tidal, personally.
I got it for the first 3 months though, just
Is
to
it?
listen to the Beyonce.
Just a free thing.
Like literally, they done a free trial, signed up. That was it.
Everyone's on the free
Cancelled straight
thing.
away, but it's got its little perks.
Anytime there's a free trial, man gets involved.
What's the interface like on Tidal? I think
It's-
Spotify's interface is very easy to use. Very, you know what I'm saying?
I think Apple Music is better, you know.
Is
I'm not
it?
even trying to go against all like streaming services. You're all lit, like, but I think Apple Music is just like it's nice, user friendly.
Swear.
Yeah.
I don't use Apple like that. Just Apple Podcast still.
It's all I got Apple Music. I don't have Spotify.
You don't have Spotify?
Even when you go
Sure.
Shazam, does Shazam have a Spotify button on it? Because when I Shazam songs, there's an Apple Music button, straight ads.
Shazam, I would say, yeah, has to be one of the greatest apps or inventions
I only
that's come
Shazam on
across.
Spotchat. What? Snapchat.
You can Shazam on Snapchat.
Yeah,
Swear down.
that's the only way I Shazam stuff.
I'm not a Snapchat guy. I don't even have Snapchat.
Yeah,
so
I don't
even,
have it
I don't even.
anymore.
What? How else do you Shazam stuff? That you can
I
actually
just,
people
I just
just
Shazam
app.
off the app. Shazam.
Oh, swear down, there's an actual app.
Yeah.
Madness, I didn't even know that.
Bro.
I think Snapchat bought the Shazam algorithm
I know
to
what you
go
mean,
into
yeah,
it.
to go into it. Yeah.
That's a crazy invention, you know. For
Yeah, like,
years,
man,
people
Snapchat
was
son,
like,
you go on Snapchat
that
and
song is
record a video.
hard. Who sings it? I need that song. And now you could just Shazam it.
But I
Great
heard, I don't
invention.
know if this is true, but there's a app out there where you can hum songs. And
it'll pick it up.
And it'll pick it up.
Swear.
That's cold.
That
That's
is
got to
very
be a
cold.
good invention still.
Depends though, cause if you're not humming it correct and that, you just piss yourself off.
Yeah, but I
Sometimes.
think that's a great invention, bro. That Spotify, great invention. Having like, do you know what I thought?
I feel like everything that's invented that you use, you're gonna think's great.
Nah, but bro, think
What is
about
there?
it like
What
this.
invention do you think is shit?
Think about all the songs that they had to put on Spotify though, because
There are
when
some
you think
shit
of that,
inventions.
Yeah, but that you use. There's nothing shit that you use and think, oh, this is shit, but I'm using it. Anything you use, you're gonna say is good.
well, they're making stuff better, innit?
Yeah, but what do you use that
Bro,
you're gonna turn
do-
around and say that's
Do
shit?
you remember, yeah, the older generation,
Good
and you'd
questions,
walk in
yeah.
a house
You know?
like of your grandma or your grandparents or like I don't know,
Yeah,
like
CDs are
olders,
spinning.
and you'd have like they'd have cassettes on cassettes or
Yeah.
CDs on CDs, vinyls on vinyl, stacked up rooms, RAM out, and
Yeah.
now you got Spotify.
Click of a button.
That's
You know what I'm
just
saying?
going with the times, though.
But it's crazy because it's like it's not just new shit. Like you can Spotify old music that weren't even created
on Spotify.
on
Well,
like,
yeah,
do you get what I'm
Spotify,
saying?
I hear
On
that.
like a digital kind of vibe. Like we're talking music from the 70s and that.
Man,
You know what I'm
it's-
trying to
man,
say? They
it's
got on
nothing like that.
Spotify. So I think it was a great invention as well. Still,
Nah, it's a good idea, it's silly, but it makes sense, innit?
what other inventions have you lot like? Do you lot use that you think, rah, this makes? I think Uber. That's a crazy
use
invention.
I think
Nah,
Uber's a
Zip.
great idea, but they
Zipcar
they
as
made
well.
it so expensive. Like,
What Uber?
yeah, and obviously when it first started out, it was amazing for like the fresh drivers.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
obviously it was like raw. Like I don't need to have a boss. I can be my own boss.
Fact.
But now when I jump into an Uber drivers is just like it's not worth it. Like there's so many Uber drivers. Like they have to drive literally all day just to make a living.
And
Yeah.
this is why Zipcar is 30.
Zip cars are sick.
Zipcar is the
Yeah, but
coldest.
Zipcar, you're gonna have to have a clean license. See me, like my license wasn't clean, too tough.
Oh, I
But
swear.
let's clean that up.
It's clean now. It's clean now. I got 12 points straight back, but
You
like,
see the Zipcar thing. When I found this out, my brethren showed it to me recently. I said, "Yo, cost man like what? £8 an hour. Well, nowadays it's electric only. It's gone up a bit. It's like £11 an hour.
but that adds up though.
No, bro, it's cheaper than an Uber.
And then
You're on time, innit? It's on a timer.
And it's not even on a timer, and you have to park it within zones.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
zones
yeah,
are calm though. That's the easiest part.
No, that's the hardest part for
What?
me.
Well,
'Cause
when-
let's say you're
It's
booking
when
a
you go
car.
out to like southeast. That's when
Yeah,
it's
you have to drive the car straight back, and then that costs
See,
you
for
another.
me, I live
11
in the zone, so I only ever
That's
am
what I'm saying.
driving it back.
It's
to
only
home.
beneficial for people within the zone. Do you
Yeah,
remember
that's
Apple
true,
Drive
still.
Now?
What?
Drive Now.
No.
Like they had like
What's that? Like an Uber?
it's like Zipcar, but
Okay.
they had a
Wow.
contract with BMW.
Swear down.
So BMW gave Drive Now strictly 1 series. Like, so you could go on the app, £7 an hour, you'd have a 1 series.
Swear down.
And it only had Drive Now on the side.
Oh,
that
yeah,
still
I feel like
about?
I've seen that.
But
still.
it's not in this country anymore. I think it's only in Germany now.
Makes sense.
'Cause
BMW, Germany.
People in UK abused it.
Yeah.
Like you got a brand new BMW, like
I think that's seriously a put off though. You know when you like jump in a zip car, yeah, or you jump in a Drive Now, and then it's got all the banners on the
don't
side
care.
of it.
Nah, bro,
And
I
you
don't care.
cut
I
every
think
night.
that's a pride thing.
Yeah,
I think that's a
I
pride
don't
thing.
care.
It
Bro,
is a
end of the day,
thing still.
if it's raining and you pull out an umbrella, do you care what logo it has
Nah,
on
I
the
hear
side?
that still.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm inside the zip car.
If you're pulling up to the dance store and then
But
you got
man
a zip
knows
car
not to
and
drive.
you're on the
That's,
side of your
come on, you
thing,
gotta be
it's all
technical.
mad
You
still.
gotta park around the corner.
Nah, forget the technicality, bro. Heart on sleeve, like what?
What? So let's put up with the zip car right outside the motive.
So?
Yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
don't know about that. But okay, let's play the scenario.
It's
Play the
in the
scenario.
zone,
Play the
bro.
scenario. Play
It's
the
in the
scenario.
zone.
Play the
Yeah,
scenario.
but play the scenario. You pull up to the dance to the zip car that you said it's useful.
Yeah.
So if it's useful to you, why hide it?
Ah, boy, there's a lot of
Man, this
pride.
thing you can actually pull up outside because the rave's in the zone.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
mad.
saying?
It's crazy.
You mark it up.
I might park around the corner. You know why I like it? Because if the man them getting a zip car, yeah, what's an Uber, whatever, Uber and a zip car might be the same price. If you're really being
Nah,
like,
not really, you know, bro.
Why?
What I like about the zips here is obviously you see when you jump in an Uber, it's like it's gonna give you an estimated price. You could be in traffic. Sometimes, yeah, some of these Uber brothers, they know what they're doing. They take the long
way
routes.
home.
You know what I'm trying to
Crescent
say?
corner and
You
thing.
can't do that to a
That's
brother, man.
that's
on those
adding
roads.
that's
Yeah.
adding
Depends
change
where you
on
are,
your
though, yeah.
thing.
If you're in your ends,
But if you're on the
tell me,
zip,
I take a left.
you know the back streets, and then if you're in like some of them, like they go faster than others, you could put your foot down and get to certain motives.
Do you know what I say,
quicker,
sir?
you know what
Like,
I'm
it
saying?
definitely eradicates drink driving for me.
What, the zip car?
Yeah, man.
How?
How?
Because man just drives to the motive, leaves the zip car.
But people are driving home, bro.
Yeah, but,
Who?
but-
The zip
but-
car?
But then
People
you
drive
see
them
where
home.
That's
you
crazy.
see where you say stop.
Yeah.
Another person would be like, "Oh my god, I got a zip car."
Yeah,
parked
that's
around
what I
the
said,
corner."
for me,
But then,
for me,
but
for
then
me.
it's but what's good about it is once you leave that car, another man can come
Take
and
it,
pick it
yeah,
out.
it's gone. Oh, enough times it's gone.
You might
That's
think,
the
yeah,
pain.
I got the whip.
That's the pain. Sometimes I parked it outside like my grandma's and
that's
saying,
peak.
yeah, man's getting that car home. Look
That's
outside the
peak.
window. I see you getting in, you know, adjusting the seat to his settings. You know the ones there.
Checking the fuel
Yeah,
card.
reclining it. I'm saying, raw. It's going to
Yeah,
get in
that's
10 minutes.
peak.
But no.
That's the worst thing about it. Still, I've been that guy that's taken them from outside people's
Yeah,
cribs
that's
and
crazy.
that.
That's
on
crazy.
a late night one. You know when they jump in it and they think, yeah, I'm gonna park it up. We're gonna drive home later on. It's gonna be there. No one's gonna take it. It's late. You know what I mean, bro? I'll come and take it from outside your yard, bro. I'm that guy.
Yeah, nah, that's techie still. That's the most jarring thing about it. It's like, you need to be able to have that car for time. But our zip car's cold. I can't think of any much more inventions, though, off the top of my dome.
I can think of one. But
don't
it's
know.
It's more personal.
Why? What is it?
Like just going back to what we were talking about, like music wise. I don't know if you've seen on my Insta. I've posted something with just a date on it.
Yeah. I seen that. Let's get into it. We didn't really introduce you. For the people who are listening, we got Dan Bytes on the pod today. A man that wears many hats, I'd say.
Many.
Yeah, he's got a new. We touched on it briefly yesterday when we spoke and that, but talk to us, man. Give us some insight on what you've been planning or.
Well, just to start off, because I can't really speak too much about it, because
Yeah.
it's still in, like process.
Some subliminal stuff.
Yeah, so after that speaking like cold, but it's you get the idea of it. It's just like we're trying to create like the musical social network
Okay.
where people on Instagram don't like being DM like listen to my single. People on Twitter don't like being like so.
I just ignores it.
People just ignore it. But we're trying to create a platform where it's just strictly for music, where a lot of people don't know how to release a record correctly, or who to talk to release a record correctly, or what designer they need for their whatever. Because music, there's a big pyramid.
Of course, yeah.
Whatever designer listens to a song, you can put 2 designers in a room.
Mm-hmm.
They'll listen to a song,
things,
2 different ideas. So if you communicate with your your network, you can create endless music. Because as long as you got A&Rs, managers, producers, independent artists, established artists, all on this app, like I can't really go too tough about what the interface is at the moment because it's still in design. But even
what's the date?
The only date I can give you right now is April 16th.
April 16th.
Lock in.
So April 16th, we're just trying to see, like you've seen on my Instagram, I've got like something that says music is love.
Yeah.
And basically we're just trying to see how many people just love music, innit? And
yeah.
It's a free show. There's going to be surprises.
Oh, there's a show as well, yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. If you go onto my profile, there's 2 photos actually, just 2 M's. The app's called Musicom, by the way, Music Communications. So the show's gonna be just highlighting everything, not just like rappers. It's gonna have poetry. It's gonna have
spoken word. You see, spoken word. Yeah, I used to think this is cold, but I used to think I don't know what they're doing, but they were sick.
It's an underrated art, you know.
It can kind of move you a bit.
It moves you, and the whole idea of this show is just we're trying to show everyone what the love of music is, because everyone has their own story of how they gravitated towards music and what they love from music, and we're trying to highlight that from the artists that are going to be coming to the show to perform, and generally we're just trying to connect with everyone that loves music. Like,
what got you into music? Like, what's your first record you listened to? Like, I thought
first
music
record.
Heavy. Do you think? I'm trying to think of mine now. Asking that question.
That is a great question. I don't even remember.
I feel like I know the artist that got me. Like, music.
It was gospel, you know.
Is it
gospel? I love gospel.
That's
like the first song, that proper. Have you heard Israel New Breed, Alpha and Omega?
No way.
No.
Like that song just touches
that
me
gospel,
different.
yeah.
It's gospel.
Yeah, I'd heard no gospel.
But
apart from Away in the Manger.
Even just like, because I grew up in church. I grew up in church, innit? I grew up in church, and I've always just loved the instruments. Just like that's where I fell in love with music, church, because I understood my understanding. I'm not trying to make everyone like my understanding of music that day was so spiritual, innit? And I've always felt music is spiritual because music helps me deal with like everything. I'll be real. Like I can go to my phone now, like you said, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it is, play a song. My mood
it can change.
Constantly can change. Like, and that's how I take in music. And I don't know, I was speaking to you on the phone the other day about how music is just changing and just how people digest music. It's just, I think music will never change the spirituality. So for you asking me where did I get it from, it's church, man.
What about you?
I think the first, you know what, I used to be in my dad's car, and when I was young, and my dad would be playing like rap music, but like he'll be, you know how like some parents, like they try and hide their kids from like the profanity and whatnot, and they don't play certain stuff with certain like, bro, my dad used to play the most grittiest rap ever, innit?
NWA thing.
Nah, not NWA, like 50 Cent, Fat Joe. Like this was, man's young, innit? Like man's young. I shouldn't really be listening to this shit, but for him, it's like, it's art, innit? And he's trying to show his son and not like kind of shield me from this, because I'm going to listen to it when I go to school, or I'm going to listen to it when, you know what I'm saying? So he wanted to have that experience with me. So I was listening to like early street rap, like from young, you know what I'm saying? And he never like shielded me. And I remember like being at home, like with my mum, and I'd be playing this shit that my dad's played me, you know what I'm saying? Like Nas, all old school shit. And my mum would be like, turn that off, da-da-da-da-da. Like, because the man am I talking mad. This is like gangster rap, innit? Early like gangster rap. And like my mum would be going off. And I'll be like, bro, dad lets me listen to it though. So why don't you? I had a
pin code on my Sky.
You know I couldn't get in. Yeah, but it was never under her roof, innit? So like my earliest memories of music was like gangster rap. So I kind of fell in love with like rap music from early, and it's crazy because people say, like, when they talk about like drill music and what, I know we've had bare conversations about drill and that, and people say, oh, like, you got to ban drill, you got to stop this kind of music because it's like making the youths a bit wayward, innit? But I would say, like, bruv, music for man is like art, innit? And everyone's gonna, like, there's movies that talk about and have like crazy narratives that they push.
People have said this before. No one don't stop EastEnders after.
You get what I'm trying to say?
It's true.
Like,
but
like, we can't watch EastEnders. This guy's murdered 8 people in a row.
So
EastEnders got little kids watching it, you know.
But it's like, it's music at the end of the day, innit? And it's a form of art, whether like man swearing.
Yeah.
I get there's certain boundaries and there's certain shit you shouldn't really talk about. You get what I'm trying to say? But in a sense, man, in its essence, it's art, man.
What do you think about someone who makes music who is kind of gone against, so let's say for example 6ix9ine, would you now listen to him?
Yeah.
Would you listen to 6ix9ine?
I never really listened to him
before.
I listened to him like
I'll be
from
real,
the start,
in the club, if it I just know he shouts a lot. I'll be real, I don't even know the bars. But if in a club I hear it, I'm not gonna be like,
turn this off.
No, he gets it turned. I think people now, because of like what's happening.
That's what I'm saying, but it's
people
still
ain't gonna
obviously
listen
that's
to
what I'm trying to word it correctly. But like, for example, he's obviously expressing himself, but we kind of know now it's a full blown lie. If that makes sense, does that lose the essence of what he's trying to do?
You can tell what's real or not in music. You can tell.
Can you though?
You
Because
can
I feel
tell.
like a lot of people are not real, but it's cold anyway, so I don't mind.
It sounds good.
I don't mind that.
And that's what I'm trying to say with this generation of music. I think you can tell real music. You can tell what cuts through. Like, you can tell what's authentic. Like, what I can.
But does that matter? Though? Does that matter?
that.
Sorry,
It matters to me.
But does it matter to the masses? That's probably what I mean by that. As in, yes, you probably can tell what's real. We kind of know who's kind of egging it on a bit and whatever.
What do you mean by masses?
Like, can you cut through not being authentic?
I think so. If it sounds good.
I think what. Ask that question again.
Can you cut through the scene, like longevity wise, like
without being authentic?
Yeah, being I don't want to say a Stormzy because he's the highest in the UK in regards to the urban scene, but just being a well-known artist, like I don't know, just a well-known artist.
Yeah, but you know, for artists to be well-known, they have to start authentic somewhere.
You think?
I think to gain an authentic fan base, you have to have some authenticity about you.
Yeah, people need to connect
with you, because for a man to care about your tune,
it has to resonate.
I have to care about you.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't know who like Stormzy's, for example, like run from when he started, people started caring. He was doing little freestyles like, this kid's fun. Like, people vibes with him, and then when he starts releasing the stuff about, oh cool, I care about God, people start taking him even more. And then
it's true.
Like,
it's
all a story, innit?
with him, innit? Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say with music. You can always tell what's fake and real.
Because I feel like from right now, if man has a little buzz, you can kind of, like a Swarms, you can just cut through.
Bro, even going back here to 6ix9ine, if you look at the origins of like how he started out and where he started out, he completely changed his image. But even though like he weren't authentic,
but
like,
that's
if you look at the guys he was around, he connected himself to some real street brothers from New York. You know what I'm saying? So like the man them in New York who know like street shit, they seen who he was with and they were like, okay, we know them, man. We can vouch for them, man. So this must be real, innit?
But would you say
that's what it was?
Did you listen to Central C first?
Yeah.
Auto-tune Central C.
No.
It's a similar thing. Like, he used to wear checkered shirts, have his hair in a ponytail.
Yeah, he's
rebranded.
Just rebranded because he used to try to do this like trap sound.
Yeah, M Honcho kind of. That's
like,
what I'm saying. But it's cold. He's cold. I listen to Central C now, by the way. So I'm not against him. I'm saying the rebrand. Does that mean he's not authentic because he's attacked another avenue?
No, but people change though, innit?
It's not people change. It's not people change. He grew up. He understood his sound. He understood. Okay, cool. This is what I live. Like even. What's the first song that Loading that I heard? Like, it proper went off. Even what he's saying in it,
for Loading, one of those.
Like, it's like cool, it's authentic. I hear it, but everyone has that journey.
That's what I say. When people say from listening to him before, that ain't Central C.
No, but his biggest fans are from before. His biggest fans have seen him transition from auto-tune Central C to rapper Central C. Yeah. They've seen him come from that whole journey. They're the people that are buying his t-shirts. They're the people that are going to the shows because they understand. From the first moment he started making a different sound, they connected with it and they followed him through. Like, as of now, he's found a sound and a flow that is like raw, like everyone hears it. Like,
I feel like a lot of artists don't want to do that. I don't know, innit? I don't know, like, say, I'm not going to say, like, I feel like I know.
Do what?
Like, change. Try something. Like, for example, Heady One tried to do that tape. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
The one with Fred again?
Yeah, I think so. The one where it's just, like, a bit rocky.
Yeah, but that's not change. That's him trying something.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, I feel like the naive crowd feel like it's a change. The facial fans, the sort of, I don't know what you call them.
What lyrics was he saying within the tape?
It was still road. Yeah, it was still.
So where's the change?
I don't know. The sound was just a bit.
The sound.
Yeah,
different.
the sound was.
But then this is where fans need to accept, like, if I hear a different sound that doesn't vibe with me, cool. It's just I don't vibe with me.
Yeah.
So I won't listen to that. But I know something that you made that I do vibe with.
Yeah.
But the sound that you've just heard, someone's out there vibing. Like that.
Yeah, but like something.
They left the studio and put that out for release.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason they done that. Because there's people out there that are vibing to that tune. Today you could go to statistics and think, bro, people listen to this tune.
You see the way you think though, people don't. That's like I don't think like that. Like I listen to some actual trash.
No, but that's trash in your opinion.
No. I still listen to it. I think it's good, but the man them will say it's trash. It's not my opinion. I don't mind it. But someone else will say it's trash. But I think, fam, this is hard. But what I'm saying is that like what everyone perceives is always going to be different.
Yeah, but you shouldn't care about what anyone perceives.
No,
I
don't.
yourself.
That's why I still listen to it.
Exactly. Everyone's ear is different as
Everyone's
well.
ear is different.
And when we're talking about, remember, because music, there's always going to be trends in it, just like fashion. There's always going to be trends, and there's always going to be a conveyor belt of different musicians, different singers, different artists. Do you know what? I was listening to something the other day, because obviously Little Durk just dropped.
Yeah.
And
cold album.
we could say, I like it as well. And we could say like Little Durk's probably like one of the biggest artists in the States right now. In the world. Yeah.
See, man, don't listen to
Little Durk. What was interesting, was there was a time, where Little Durk was not the guy.
He wasn't doing the sound
in Chicago.
Yeah.
No, just in his state, like in his city. Like there was a time, where Chief Keef was the guy.
Where is he?
Chief Keef is still the guy.
Where is he?
Yeah, but like people,
I don't know.
People
like,
are not listening to his shit.
I've not heard anything recent, but every day I go on Twitter, there's Chief Keef fans. His fan base is unbelievable.
I get that, but there
he
was
can go
a
away
time,
for a year and
he was the highest.
There was a time.
Been away for more than a year.
There was a time, where like Chief Keef was the main guy, innit?
Yeah, Love Sosa time.
Yeah.
Chief Keef was the main guy, and like under him, you would have had your Little Reese's, you would have had your Fred Santana's, you would have had Fredo Santana,
the one that rest his soul.
Yeah. Then you would have had Durk, and there was a couple others under, but Chief Keef was the main guy. And like now to see it come full circle where Durk is the main guy, where he would have been like number 5 if you were asking like who's the hottest out of Chicago.
You're forgetting how old Chief Keef is.
Yeah, they're still young.
He's 23, 24, something like that.
They're all still
He's
young.
Still a kid.
They're all still young. But it's just crazy, but that just shows you like music evolves, innit? And right now, this is why I always root for like, because people usually chase like the stars and who's lit right now. But me, I actually just listen to the music. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, this is good music. Like from back in the day, Little Durk was making bangers, bro. But he just wasn't the main guy. You get what I'm trying to say? And then it just takes time for the pendulum to swing, and the guys who are not the guys right now are going to be the guys, and the guys who are the guys right now, bro, they're on a timer because your time always runs out.
See what you're saying about pendulum? See what I'm saying about pendulum? Like, I think it comes with growth at the same time, innit? And understanding. Because Little Durk back in the day, he was making bangers, but he didn't understand how to stay relevant. I think right now, if you see his whole marketing for this album, is sick. The beef with Youngboy, the podcast that he done with the Million Cash in the ends, like
crazy.
You see,
crazy.
Wallow's
like,
funny. Fam.
He wasn't doing this shit back in the day. Like he wasn't positioning himself in places where he could stay relevant, but he was making bangers. But you see, when he was making bangers, he was building an authentic fan base, which you remember. So today, when he's releasing songs, you're like, I can vibe with it. But he's just marketing it, like you said, to the masses. And the masses, they follow what's hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The people that follow what's hot, that's what I'm talking about. Them wishy-washy fans that kind of just float, you get me? And just, bro, that's popping. I'm going to go over there. That's popping. I'm going to go over there. Oh, my man stopped making that. I'm not listening to no more. My man stopped making I'm not listening to no more.
No, man, never.
He said something interesting in that podcast as well. and he was talking about, obviously he had like an M on the table, innit?
In ends.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see the man them in the background standing? They were standing for time, you know, along that podcast is.
It was crazy.
I'm getting a seat.
But he was talking about.
I'm getting a seat.
He was talking about, like, obviously them man are up now, innit? But back in the day when they were making them hits, and I was listening to them, like way back when,
On SoundCloud.
like them man were rapping, like they were talking money, but they were broke.
Yeah,
he
I
said,
remember
you know what
you
I'm trying to
saying
say? And I was thinking, like, rah, like at that time, yeah, you'd think they're authentic. You'd think man are getting it because you see the cars in the video, you see the chains,
Perception.
but like it's not really like that. And he was like, bro, we were popped down, like, you get what I'm saying? There was 8 of us in the crib living in a 3-bed. You get what I'm trying to say? And I'm taking my girl to the house and all the man are in the, you get what I'm trying to say? That's what they're talking about. And I was like, rah, that's nuts. Like, man's talking money, he's talking all this rich shit, but he's actually broke.
Yeah,
but that's what you have to, like, kind of get across.
Yeah, of course.
So people will think that it's authentic. You get what I'm trying to say?
The other day I went to a video shoot and it was in a mansion and someone said something. They said you have to be in places like this so your energy can understand what it's like to be in moments like this. So when you do have it, it's gonna be normal.
It's normal. Yeah.
Even back in the day, he was flexing with all this shit, but now it's normal to him.
Yeah.
Like, he can walk into a shop and buy what he wants, but back in the day he couldn't.
Yeah.
But because he kept on that energy, the world is weird, you know. Like, all this secret shit, it's actually real, you know.
Yeah.
Because what you put out and what you
Put in the universe, you'll get back.
you get it back, no matter how long it takes.
So you think you can fake it till you make it?
Not
100%.
fake it. It's not faking
I
it.
think you can.
It's not faking it. It's being your true self,
What you
but
see
you're
for yourself.
sacrificing to be that person.
Yeah.
It's what
like-
you see for yourself.
Yeah, it's like, sorry to even flip this to the Bible or something. Yeah, you know about offering and that people go to church, give offering.
We bro, you should have been on last week. We spoke about this shit.
It's not funny, bro.
he put like 20p in the collection plate,
That's
bro.
calm.
No,
Oh,
but
no, bro, you can't be doing that.
You see the thing? We see you saying you can't be doing that. Yeah,
Why not?
like
I'm not getting into that kind.
I take offering differently. You know, I take it as like real life moments where you sacrifice yourself, like
How
to
much you
help
put-
someone.
How much you put in there?
It's not even about how much you put.
Oh.
If it comes to a point where I've got £100 in my account, whatever in my account, and I say to myself, I want to prove to God how much I love Him. It's not me giving £90 to the church and say, yeah, I'm going to struggle with £10 for the rest of the week. That's stupid, because the Bible says people perish because
Ain't
of
20p, bro.
Because
That's what I had.
but the thing is, that's what he had.
Thank
you.
But end of the day,
Say less.
I'm trying to say, like, forget the money aspects of offering, innit? I'm trying to say, you see, like, you messaged me the other day to come on the podcast to even just speak about my idea. Like, you see, that's a form of offering and help that you don't have to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I take as, like, cool, God is going to see it as, like, cool, you didn't have to do that. I'm going to remember that because that's a gesture of goodwill that you didn't do.
Yeah.
That is true offering. Because
Yeah.
sometimes people go to church to give offering, man. Do you even want to give this today?
Can't lie, man.
You know what I'm
was
saying?
Tight in my
Like,
pocket when
you know what I'm saying?
offering
Even the
come
20p was
Sometimes
thinking-
I used to just pass it quickly.
You know what I'm saying? The 20p could have been like, oh, I could have bought a cheaper chip. You know what I'm saying?
You know, there was a
Like,
Fredo bar.
you know, it's not.
Oh,
it's
that
not,
20 was your last.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's-
sometimes.
No,
That
but
used to be the
it's not
20 my mum
intentional
gave me
offering.
for
You
the-
get
yeah.
it? It's not intentional offering because there's certain times you help someone and it will put you in a situation. You know it will put you in a situation.
Yeah, how much times a man asks you to borrow money and it's just like,
You know it's putting you in a
I
situation.
know I ain't getting this back smoothly, but I kind of know you need it.
Yeah.
I'm not a dick. Like, I know you need it, but you say you're gonna pay back on Friday. I know I ain't getting that back on Friday.
But then there's a different, bro. You said that's true offering, but there's a different type of offering where, like, you're gonna give a man X amount of money, but you're gonna charge him interest. And that's the only
I don't
reason
know
you
about
give
that.
it.
That's
That's the
offering.
only reason
not
you give it to
offering.
man.
You're
That's
a
not
pro-
offering.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not offering.
That's the
That's for a
offering.
loan shark.
You're a betting shop.
Yeah, blood. Man, put interest in your brother's loan. You're deep. I'm not asking
Not
for
me.
money
I'm
ever.
just saying that's not. You wouldn't say that's an offering, innit? But it is. But it's not at the same time. 'Cause it's not coming from a
good
A
pure
genuine
place.
place.
Nah, it's
It
not
does. Like,
still.
everything has to come from, like, just wear your heart on your sleeve always. No matter how much someone's gonna look at you and think, oh, you're a dickhead, like, or I'm not gonna ramp with you. I'm not gonna listen to your music because you chat about this or you chat about that. Whatever, bro. Just they're not meant to be in your energy, isn't it?
Yeah,
And that's how I live my life now. Like, it's just like,
What will be, will be.
what will be will be. Like, I'll always be myself everywhere I go. If you decide to ramp with me, it's down to you. If you don't, I can't be upset with you. You got your choices.
Yeah, that's true. So
You know what I'm saying?
I think people find that hard though, especially if it's someone you've been fucking with before. Like if your brother now turned around and said, "Oh, Dan, I don't like that.
Happened to
you're
me
now doing
yesterday.
This. Swear down.
Happened to me yesterday.
Someone actual brethren, but
My actual
without
brethren
taking away the
my
scene and
actual
all of
brethren that I've known for over 20 years said to me, "Don't chat to me."
that. That's mad.
My
But-
lord.
How's man approach that though?
Yeah, but it's them ones where it's like I have to understand in this moment in time.
That's how you feel.
That's how he feels.
Yeah.
Like regardless of, I can react in a very like, yeah, don't chat to me, do that. But I can just be like, you know what? I understand what you're feeling right now.
That's mature still.
Like I'm gonna let you go through what you're going through. Man's here, you get me? I've known you for over 20 years. It's like it's a silly thing to throw away. You know what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
So
Because I have this thing, yeah. I think me and my friends do it all the time, yeah. Where it's like, you know how a man is, so you alter how you speak to him. Do you think that's right? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like, let's say you know that, like, I don't know. I'm trying to make a figure scenario in my head right now. Like, you know, if you speak to a man like that, you ain't getting a reaction. Let's just say football. There's guys on the pitch here that you know. Ideally, let's say someone has done a shit thing in football, yeah. Ideally, you can say, "Aye, do fucking better, yeah." But you've looked and you've gone, "Oh shit, that's bad." If I shout,
like Ronaldo.
yeah,
He's not going to take it well. He's not going to
yeah,
take
he's
it
not going
well.
to take it well. But take football out and now apply that in life. There's some man you know you can talk to and go, "Brother, you took the piss doing that." And man will just go, "Oh, no one ever." And sometimes man can be like that. Everyone can be like that.
That's just people management,
But yeah,
bro.
do you think
that's
that's
how you should be?
Do you think you should be like that, or do you think you should have not the ability, but sort of you should be allowed to say the truth to that person?
You should always say the truth.
No, I know you say the truth, but sometimes you alter how you say the truth. So I know Buck a lot longer. So the jokes I might run with him, I might not run with you. Jokes is different though. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm not talking about jokes. I'm talking about a delivery of a message. Now you've both done the same thing, but I might say it to him in a bit more harsher way. Because me and you are kind of newly acquainted, I go, like, should man be able to just be how you feel all the time?
Yeah.
Or do you think people management is better?
No,
Where you've
I'd
altered,
say-
I
you
think
eggshell
so.
it. You eggshell it.
I
That's
think
just what
I
we
think
do.
being yourself removes any doubt.
That's a good point.
So if saying there's certain things that you can say to Buck that you can't say to, I understand that that comes with your understanding of your
the person.
relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
Same thing you're saying about people management. When I speak to someone, I understand that I can't shout to this person because this person doesn't take shouting well. That's just you understanding someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like speaking to them in a certain way. It's just, I understand you don't like this, so it's down to me to either think, you know what, I'm going to not do what you like or do what you like.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice, but always. I'm talking like I've been always like this. This is a month ago. Like I clocked this, bro. I clocked this a month ago.
What made you clock it a month ago?
A month ago, bro.
But what made you like
What made me clock it?
Yeah, what kind of light bulb thing happened?
My life, because I'll be real, like my whole life I've put myself in positions to help people and I end up putting myself in position, but I've realized that helping people is brilliant, it's all good, but to the detriment of yourself,
It's no good still.
it's not good.
It's draining, isn't it?
It's draining because and it comes to a point where you will constantly try help, and then they'll forget the help.
Yeah.
And then it's like raw, like okay.
It's
And
mad
then
still.
and then it's just like you have to understand, cool, there's a reason why you forgot it, but
I haven't.
I haven't in it. But I'm not gonna punish you for it. I just have to understand we're not ramping right now.
Yeah.
It's I'm so different now. It's just nothing can upset me because I just have to understand who I'm talking to. If you're angry, I have to understand that. If you're upset, I have to understand that.
Is that why you guys kind of wanted to create this like hub?
Yeah,
Because
so you
it's
can
connected
you can
to
connect
helping.
connect to whatever you want to connect with. No one can stop your barriers, like borders, nothing. Because no one can tell me my song shit when you've actually found someone that connects with your sound,
Yeah.
that fucks with you. Now you're gonna create with him. Like, it's a no-brainer, man.
I
Like,
think it's interesting what you lot are doing still, because there isn't currently a place here where if you're like a new artist, and you have to think a bit like this. There's gonna be like young girls and young boys coming out of like college or uni, and they want to set their path on a music career. They just don't know where the hell to start. They don't know where to start. They don't know who to contact. People tell them, oh yeah, it's about like your network and your connections. Like,
but where are they?
where
Where
like,
are they?
how do I meet these
And
people?
this is where this
You
is.
get what I'm trying to say?
You get it?
And you man are connecting the dots.
You get it? There's somewhere where you can go and like, because people know you go out, you shoot a video, you put it on YouTube. You know, certain people release songs on YouTube, they still don't know how to put it on Apple Music, Spotify.
Mm.
Like you don't know how many. I go on GRM every day. Like I don't know, just I love it. I go on GRM, Link Up, Mixtape, all the flipping UK YouTube channels, and I just click every song that gets uploaded.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, this is nice. Oh, that's shit. No, you're trying it. Like it's just how it is, isn't it? Like I love music, so I'll always take in like wherever I can take in music, especially UK music, is where I'm from. So all them people, sometimes I go and I search. I'm like, where's your song on Spotify? Man ain't uploaded this, just on YouTube.
Bro, people just don't know.
They don't know.
Down to, bro, you said, oh yeah, just release a video. Bro, people don't even like, I've just like in the last couple years started to meet like videographers and like photographers. Do you know these people are so important? Videographers and photographers. So important. You wouldn't know where to like, you have to really dig deep.
You have to find them by luck. Yeah. Like I'll be real, the past 2 directors that I've used for a video that my artists, I've been finding by luck. My luck. One way was my GRM thing. I was just clicking through, and you know these days directors always put directed by. Yeah. Take my phone, check it. Oh, you're pretty unknown at the moment. I'll shout you. Oh, you're sick. So now imagine there's a whole communicating app where if you go there, it's like, yeah, I'm looking for this. Go find it. Like it's. Fingers crossed, innit? But
yeah, where do you guys see like this going? Where do you want it to go? Like, what do you want this to be?
My own personal. I'm not going to speak for the others involved, but me personally, I want to be the biggest musical social network in the world. Like, obviously, there's people can say Spotify is a social network, but it's kind of it's different. Like,
is there anything out there doing similar to
I'm trying to be size of Twitter, Facebook. I'm not aiming low.
Yeah.
Still makes sense.
And I just know millions of people release songs every day incorrectly.
They do.
Not thousands, millions.